Madara Uchiha was shaped by his personal experiences and his own observations of the human world. He believed that the world was chaotic and that peace could only be achieved through strength and domination. Madara saw the cycle of pain and suffering that affected the world. Madara believed that self-interest and the desire for power were how humans are, with this leading to a never-ending cycle of violence within people. He argued that when people try to gain peace, that it often leads to war, as people fight to protect their personal beliefs or the ones that they loved. This causes a never-ending cycle where people kill other people to protect their loved ones and vice versa. The phrase "wake up to reality" is repeated throughout his speech, emphasizing that people should wake up to the hard reality of the truth of the world. In Madara's speech, he repeats it several times so the audience understands that he does not want them to live in a fake world that they live in currently, that they should wake up and see just how horrible everything is around them, and that things need to change. The lines "wherever there is light, there will also be shadows to be found as well" presents an antithesis between light and shadows, showing the opposing forces that there is good, there will also be bad. The phrase "cruel fate of this world" uses a metaphor to describe the world as having a cruel destiny or premeditated path of darkness. Madara says that because he believes that the fate of the world is a mere cycle of hate that can only be stopped by the peace he is trying to give to the world. These are the three things that I see that are present in Madara's speech to push his philosophy and to truly gain the attention of the people that are listening to him talk. Overall, Madara Uchiha was a person who went through many hardships in his life, to always having to be at war constantly, to having his loved ones die by others. His life was the reason for why he wanted to give peace, so no one had to feel what he felt, but the way he went about it was wrong. Yes, he did want to give the world peace, but he wanted to achieve this in a wrong manner, which made him evil. He did not care about killing people to get his goal. He even pushed his belief on other people without even letting them agree with him or not. He wanted to create a new world where he is the ruler, which was bad because no man could be in charge of everyone's life. For me, Madara made me see the world in a different view, where I see that the world is actually a bad place overall, filled with bad people that sometimes have bad desires. But even with all of that, I don't truly agree with his view, but instead I believe that you should take all the bad and try to see the good in it, and if there is no good, then you should be like the good and the bad. Madara Uchiha talks about a lot of destruction, and this was because in his life he had to witness a lot of bad things. For example, he lived through a time of war, and in a time of war, a lot of people that were very precious to him died, such as his father, his brothers, two to be exact. They had a fight in the war and they lost them, which traumatized him, which ended up making him cold, which is why we see that in his speech he often says that people should wake up to reality because life is harsh, and eventually he believes that everybody will lose their innocence when they be traumatized too, and what they see and what they experience in the life that they live. But overall, Madara, to me, does have some good viewpoints, but he just like went about it wrongly, which is why he's wrong.